Hello and welcome to the history of Star Trek. Today's episode we're going to cover Bruce Maddox. And here we go. Commander Bruce Maddox was a male human, 24th century Starfleet cyberneticist, one of the most prominent Federation researchers in that field in the late 24th century. He worked in the Cybernetics Division in the Daystrom Institute, and in 2365 was the Associate Chair of Robotics. In 2341, he was consulted in Starfleet Academy admissions. He was the only person to object to Data's entry on the grounds that, as an android, Data did not qualify as a sentient being. Ever since learning about Data and Dr. Nulian Soon's work, Maddox was inspired to continue it. He followed Data's career remotely while he worked on his own career in cybernetics. He dreamed of creating more androids to help Starfleet in dangerous situations. In 2365, Maddox earned Admiral Nakamura's support on a proposal to disassemble and reverse engineer Lieutenant Commander Data in order to gain the final piece of knowledge he needed. After presenting this proposal to Captain Jean-Luc Picard, Commander William T. Riker and Data studied Maddox's proposal and found it to be flawed in his ability to preserve the nuances of his positronic brain, prompting Maddox to assert his authority and order Data to submit by transferring him from the USS Enterprise-D to Maddox's command on board Starbase 173. Data refused and resigned from Starfleet, but Maddox challenged his right to do so, claiming that Data was property, not a sentient life form. A position initially supported by Captain Philip Alevius of the Judge Advocate General's office. Captain Picard changed his position, stating that Data is arguably a sentient being as defined by most of Maddox's own criteria. Furthermore, Data currently represented an entire race, and duplicating him for the purposes of forced labor constituted slavery. Alevius agreed with Picard's standpoint and ruled that Data was a sentient being with full rights under Federation law. Data nonetheless encouraged Maddox to continue his research. Despite their troubles inherent in their earlier relationship, Data held no ill will against Maddox and corresponded regularly with him, keeping detailed records of all his interpersonal activities. Later career. Maddox went on to recruit Dr. Angus Chitari to join him in his research at the Daystrom Institute's Division of Advanced Synthetic Research. Among the ideas he developed in his later career was that of fractal neutronic cloning, a technique by which new twin androids would be created, even in flesh and blood, human-appearing bodies, from a single positronic neuron of the patient android. He disappeared following the attack on Mars and the banning of synthetics in 2385, with his whereabouts remaining unknown, despite Dr. Agnes Jatari's attempts to locate him. After his encounter with Daj, retired Admiral Picard speculated that Maddox had created Daj and her twin sister Soji from one of Data's neurons, inspired by the image on Data's painting, Daughter. In the book, The Articles of the Federation, Maddox, now a captain, argues before the Federation president that B4 should not be disassembled. He was successful in his arguments against Dr. Lars Patak, and B4 remained in custody of Maddox and the Daystrom Institute. Hey, thank you for watching the history of Star Trek. Special thanks to Memory Alpha and all contributors for all information you heard today. Also, special thanks to the contributors of this channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you can. If you have, thank you, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.